Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As I was about to title today's video, we're here to talk about how to deal with centers switching on you as a slasher in NBA 2K23. So, first and foremost, I want to talk about if you're a slasher, what lineup you should be using. Because in my opinion, this is by far the easiest to use. It's what I use very, very commonly. And it's going to be you at the point guard. Now, here's what's ironic, obviously, right? Is that I am playing with a 6'1" at the 2. Now, his pass accuracy is slightly lower than mine. If you're a slasher and you're like looking into creating your build or looking into how to manipulate the lineups and stuff like that, the higher your pass accuracy and if you're still lined up at point guard, the more likely you are going to be at the 1. I also highly recommend you play with a tall shooting build. That's what my boy Tonic is constantly on for me. It's so beneficial to my game as well. And again, I highly recommend that you play with someone you can run pick and roll with very, very comfortably. So that's why we're running with Zeke at the small guard, and we're here to showcase that in today's video. Now, this video would be pointless if all I was doing was showcasing to you me ISOing this player right here. Mr. 5 out right here, 6'5" point guard, obviously doesn't have very much defense. He literally averages 0.0 blocks per game. There's no way that a smart team is going to let him guard me. Now, the problem is that randoms or people that are playing with randoms, whatever the case may be, they can't exactly always get that switch off. They have to message the person. So, unfortunately, obviously, I'm kind of exploiting with the fact that people who don't have a squad, I can just kind of beat up on them pretty bad. So yeah, I do apologize to people who do play like that, and obviously if you're playing with randoms, then like I said, I do apologize. But anyway, in today's video, you can see at the 2 is a 6'7", sort of pure lock. He averages 1.1 steals per game, which lets me know he's definitely about his stuff when it comes to stealing the ball. And then the big man spot, as you can see, we have a 6'11", 99 overall GOAT status, shoots 52% from 3, obviously blocks per game, pretty decently high if it is matching mine as well, I'd like to think. So that is the person that they're going to be trying to switch on to me throughout the course of this game. Now, they also do still switch the lockdown onto me, and the reason that I'm talking about this and how you can prevent those bigs from switching onto you is the fact that I have Tonic on the court. If I didn't have Tonic on the court and I had another smaller guard out there, or maybe we had a lockdown or something like that, they would absolutely be putting that big man on me. But the problem is that there's a 7'2" on the court, so they likely don't want to put their lockdown on him. The lockdown wants to be guarding someone who's going to be dribbling, so it's either going to be between me or Zeke. That's pretty common knowledge. And then after that, the only person that could put him on is Tonic. So really, like, that's about all he's left with, is pretty much guarding me or Zeke. And then the big man is probably me guarding Tonic for the majority of the game, or they'll put him on me. Now right there, you can see they run an overload on me. Obviously, very, very bad situation. I should more so say that we ran an overload. But either way, big man ends up on me, take him to the dunk meter, and green it. I mean, I don't want to make this video too self-explanatory at all, so that's why we're not going to be talking about that stuff, but you can still take it at bigs if you have takeover. Slash take does go a long, long way, and I really fear nobody with that stuff in this year's game. It's definitely tough, man. Right here, point guard's ISOing me. I gotta say, first and foremost, when we get into this gameplay right here, though, is I do find it a little bit corny. I'm not gonna lie. I can't hate him for it though, because any smart team would do it. But it's pretty funny that I'm running 5 out, or 3 out ISO point guard, and then at the same time guarding their point guard too. Meanwhile, they're throwing like 2 of their best defenders at me in like different rotations and stuff like that, and then I'm just constantly going at their lockdown or big men. But again, obviously it makes a lot of sense to do so. Right there, I know some people are probably mad too because I'm getting in Tonic's way. He has like 30 ball handle and the lockdowns and almost spamming him, so I'm just trying to get the ball. I know what it's like though. I've been there before, obviously, as a big man, and you can get blitzed in situations like that. But either way, lockdown on me, get a nice little Euro take on him. I promise you, there will be situations in this game though where the big man switches on to me. Right there, he hits a nice stop and go on me. I do hate when people use that move, but again, I can't hate people for doing it. I gotta come out here and defend what they're doing. It's as simple as that, really. Again, lockdown guarding me. I hit him with a stop and go and dunk meter him. And I gotta say, this dunk meter stuff, very, very capable on slash takeover. You can still get these very consistently even without takeover. I do highly recommend though that you only try it very, very often if either of these 2 defenders is on you, aka a 6'5" and below, or a lockdown. Lockdowns generally don't have like 80 plus interior defense. I know you're out there and you're watching and you might have it yourself, maybe even a 90 interior defense lockdown, but a lot of them who make those 6'7" pure locks for the 99 steal, 97 prim D, Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame glove, they generally only have about 60 interior defense, maybe 80-ish block, something like that. So just keep that in mind, where you can put these guys in the dunk meter very consistently. That big man though is going to be a little bit tougher, but as you saw, I green one on him as well. So I don't want the consensus of this video to literally just be get better with the dunk meter. I don't want it to only be that. So we're also going to be featuring pick and roll in here a little bit as well if they start putting the big man on me. And we'll also be kind of involving Tonic quite a bit as well. Right here you can see we hit him with a little random dot over there. He's scrambling. Lockdown is literally trying to guard a big man with 30 ball handle and like 60 acceleration. And he still gets a 1 dribble pull up on him. So Obviously, you can still try and push the envelope at them. That one's a little bit like self-explanatory as far as the possession goes. This dude is cooking me with the rim runs. I need to stop pressing up on him so much. I'm literally saying that right now in the party, as you can see in the top left, but now is where they put the big man on me. So I am gonna go and try and just go at his head with the dunk meter again, but I do promise you guys, I know it's looking real corny out here that I made this video so far, but there will be situations where I duck him a little bit. But as you can see, I'm just going straight at his head for a couple of these early takes, and you can still do it. I mean, if I can do it with practice, you absolutely can as well. I'm not going to be on some ego stuff when it comes to slasher stuff. I do think I'm really good with it. I just do also think that if you get some practice yourself, you can be really good with it too. Now, I think this is really crazy that they're going to be sending help even at a big man. Like, this dude is literally 6'11 with probably really high block, really high interior D, and this guy's still dropping off the corner. And then 2K puts me in a contact dunk with the lockdown instead of like the big man, which is definitely tough. But right here, I just got to dot this, man. I just got to pass. But I was really not expecting it. Generally, people do not send help if you're like going at a big man when it comes to that slasher stuff at all. So definitely tough possession for me. This right here is real corny, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is crazy that this stop and go stuff is so good. I'm literally playing this right extremely hard. As you can see, I see that stop and go, or I see him run to the right, and I'm thinking stop and go right now. I'm like, all right, I am on his right. Look at this though. I try and make contact with him. Mind you, my stick is moving like right here. I'm trying to bump him, essentially. And instead, boom, we loop around. Now I can't turn around, and he just beats me to the basket literally in like 2 seconds. Maybe even 1, for that matter. So, I don't know. That's unfortunate. But either way, you can see we are going to punish this guy for pressing as well. That lockdown was trying to get down on me on the inbound, so we're going to see pushing the envelope at the defense. This dude is like right now, my eyes are fixated right here. That's all I'm looking at right now. I'm trying to size up this defender, get him away from Tonic, make him make a decision of a 2-on-1 because there's no freaking way he can defend this at the same time. And as you can see, I reel him into defending me, and that means this is a free release right here. So as far as that press break stuff, absolutely try and get those dudes completely left in the dust because there's no way he could recover to that. Not to mention off the driving kick too, because I was pushing the envelope down there. I am now down for offensive rebound positioning. Really good look, definitely. But again, not great defensive look as far as this game. He's gonna hit me with another stop and go. I'm there for the 3-pointer though. We're obviously on him pretty tight right here. Once again, does another stop and go. I get a chase down, but he gets kicked out of the dunk and still makes the layup. Fearless finisher on absolute A tier, S tier, whatever you want to call it. Right here though, we're gonna go to pick and roll. So, big man guarding me. Keep in mind, this is the point guard that we have on Zeke. This is very convenient. This is what I'm talking about the lineup. Unfortunately, he misses it. I go for the putback, draw down 2 defenders, and we hit Tonic on the corner 3 again. Take shots to create shots. That's what we always say here. And it definitely is true too. Like, even if Zeke doesn't make these shots, it can still put them in bad situations. So again, big man in pick and roll D. This is how we want to take advantage of him. He's slower and doesn't have great perimeter defensive ability. Is going to have to step out to Zeke sometimes, and it may open up your lanes to the basket because you get this defender out the way and he has to step up. Or for that matter too, he might step out a little bit too far and you can get your alley-oops, or you can get good offensive rebound position. Now, this is where I was talking about the fact that we have Tonic on the team as well. So these are their 2 best defenders right here. Generally, they're going to try and put this guy somewhere around Tonic, and then this lockdown wants to be somewhere between me or Zeke. Now, this is an unfortunate reality to it though, is they don't want to put this point guard on Tonic. So what are they going to do? Is the point guard going to guard me? No, he hasn't been doing that all game. So point guard is left with, literally, has to guard Zeke because he can't guard Tonic. This is where the Tonic piece right here, the 7-2 shooter, is an absolute kingpin, like the chess piece. I love it. It's the perfect thing possible for this build and this lineup. It is so exploitable and so good. The fact that he can shoot, can still post up, can take smaller people into the post and hook over their head while I offensive rebound, whatever the case may be. And it's what forces this point guard to guard Zeke instead. So now they have a point guard, big man, pick and roll D, where this guy's getting left in the dust. Like I said, beat him to the offensive rebound positioning. And if Zeke hits this, then, I mean, that's fire too. But even if he misses, it is what it is. As you can see, I was going to get that putback easy because I had position on the big man who's behind me, but the lockdown helps down instead. And we get the 3-pointer for Tonic, easy. It's a beautiful thing. This is why I highly recommend, if you are a slasher, come out here with a smaller point guard, or maybe even just a point forward that can run pick and roll. Anything that works as far as getting your big man who's matched up on you and switching onto you out of the way and just forcing him to have to play some perimeter defense. Because obviously for me, I can't shoot. Now, check this one out. This is a beauty. This is a beauty right here. I game plan all of this, all right? Right here, I see this dude is on me, and once again, now the point guard is finding someone else to guard because he can't guard pick and roll, he can't guard me. Now check this one out. So, Tonic doesn't have great post scoring on this 7-2 that he's on, or 7-3. This build he made to be more of a dunker. It has like 84 driving dunk, 90 standing dunk. He just made it to be cool and like, you know, be 7'2", get driving contact dunks, standing contact dunks, whatever. So he doesn't really have post ability on this so much. He still does a little bit with like 80-ish close shot, but as you can see, we're trying to actually use him as a cutter right here, which you can do with anybody as well. So watch this. I literally drive at the big man, force him to step out a little bit to me, and I time the pass to Tonic like perfectly as well. So this is where I'm already planning this out. I am setting up my drive to bait this defender to step up to me to stop the dunk. It's not stepping up to stop my shot. He knows I can't shoot. What I'm trying to do though is bait him into moving out the paint a little bit, because if he's sitting way down low, then it's gonna force him to just like, he's gonna get contact dunked. I mean, that's literally just how it is. Like, I don't care who it is with slash take. If you're sitting right below the basket, you're getting contact dunked. So you can see I drive at him. I want him to step up and out a little bit toward me so that I can open up this lane for Tonic. Perfect timing on everything with it. Tonic gets the back door, nice dunk, and as you can see, perfect execution to duck the center and deal with him switching on to me. So 20-14 right here. I'm definitely looking to stop his three. I'm not really caring. I'm not caring if he rim runs me anymore. At this point, it is what it is. They need literally, like, if they only get 2-point shots, they need 4 more possessions to even win the game, because obviously it goes 16, 18, 20, and then 22. So they would have to score 4 unanswered possessions in this situation. So I'm just going to let him get past me for the dunk. It is what it is. I'll maybe play for some steals too. And while we're at it, like I said, just defend the 3-point line. So that's about it right here. Again, just not letting him get to the 3. 2 seconds left. They get a back door. Fortunately though, for us, it's shot clock violation right at the very end. All right, so now here's where we're going to talk about inbound a little bit. So if it's side outs or baseline inbounds, it's obviously going to be something where the defense can set up because all 3 defenders can move. So this is where you're going to see big man is on me. They throw someone over here on Tonic, aka the point guard, and then they have the lockdown on Zeke. So ideally, right here, if Tonic had post scoring, we would literally just go to him. And it's, also if we were sweating the game out too, because I mean, if people want to put their 6'5" point guard on our 7'2", 7'3" guy, be my guest. That's just stupid if you ask me. He should either be guarding Zeke or me, likely. Probably Zeke, if we're being honest. And that's what I love about this lineup, is it forces these point guards to actually guard prim D and like run pick and roll D. But anyway, we put Zeke in the pick and roll. He ends up fouling though. You can see, I'm not gonna lie, that was actually very good defense. He boxed Zeke into the corner. Zeke tried to escape and really could have got bump stolen right there. However, as you can see right here on the inbound, now we control the flow of the game, because as you can see, big man is gonna be stuck guarding Tonic until Tonic gets the ball out of his hands. That's how this like inbound from the top works, because it doesn't let this defender move. So I'm gonna be able to stay away from him. I know he's gonna try and drop to me, so I'm instantly looking to dot. As soon as I see his back turn to the center, I'm dotting him up top. Easy. Now, unfortunately, Tonic doesn't have like a crazy limitless range shooting build or anything like that, so obviously he can't make those deep ones. So it is what it is. I get the poke though. We're trying to get back on defense. I'm establishing my like left side right here and just making sure that Tonic doesn't get like left out of sorts. Once again, it's okay if he rim runs me. I trust in the fact that we can get a bucket. Now, this is where I'm going to just go straight at the center. I see he's playing bad defense. If I can go ahead and get a little take on him, I'll do it. And as you can see, this is another thing that I want to talk about with beating centers. Finesse finishing. You can't really always just body them. You can't throw it right at their head. This is where I'm driving at him. I want you guys to know too, there are so many people out here who call this slashing stuff brain dead. Brain dead, brain dead, brain dead. They act like it takes no skill at all to do a dunk meter. They act like it takes no skill at all. They act like I don't touch my right stick on dribbling either. I'm doing everything I do here for a reason. I'm attacking the left, baiting him to move to the left right here. And as you can see, I'm setting up my Euro, where then, this is so like really cool. I love doing stuff like this. Crossover to the left, bait him to step out to the left, get to the right of him, then box him off with this Euro, like putting him on my back. And as you can see, don't even care what the help defense was doing or anything like that. Once again, people generally don't help their 7-foot center to defend the interior or anything like that. So right there, get a nice Euro past him. I'll play that one in full speed again, because I love this clip right here. I don't know why I didn't even record it either, for that matter. Crossover behind the back, Euro to get him behind me. I literally crab him essentially, and perfect display of going at the center with no takeover, because obviously with my lack of takeover and where he was playing on defense, stepping out so far to me, which is still good defense, I must say, like this prevents me from getting contact dunks. When he's standing right here, there is no freaking way that I'm literally just gonna run at him and hold my X button, and there's still no way that I'm gonna run at him and use my dunk meter. So literally I just have to finesse, like work a little bit right here. But when they come out that far, it definitely opens up your ability to do stuff like that. You just have to be able to chain it a little bit better when it comes to your dribble moves. So I've already posted a video talking about all my SIGs. If you guys want to check that out, literally just look up LakerFan animations or slasher animations. I'm sure you can find it easy. If you guys want to check out the best animation that I have for dribbling, for I made a layups video talking about that Zach LaVine layup package too, how much I love it. I do think this is pretty funny as well, just to sidetrack a little bit. The fact that this dude's running shot and sharp take, especially off rip from the start of the game, and ends up doing nothing different than the way I'm going about things, except the fact that he just quick drops or dunks everything on standard stuff like that. Obviously, the way I'm set up with my build, I'm working for literally every bucket I get, whether it's a contact dunk, a pick and roll dunk, or just anything like that. For him, I have to respect his three-pointer so he can just kind of run by me and get a dunk. That's why you generally don't see people come out here with builds like mine. Obviously, nobody loves working for your 2-point contested shots. Obviously, it's more like if I can shoot, then I can shoot, and if you can, and if they have to respect my shot, then I'm gonna just run right past him. As you see, 0 assists throughout the whole team right there on 8 buckets. So that just is what it is. Dudes just come out here and ISO with their shot take active and literally just rim run, I guess. Anyway, that's all for the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. I don't mean to be hating on people's play style too much either, because I know plenty of people hate on mine as well. But I just wanted to open up to anybody who is a slasher and give you guys a couple options as far as how to do stuff like this. And to be fair, a lot of you guys are maybe a slasher out there that can't even still shoot the ball. So you don't even have to deal with this stuff like I do, where if they switch the big onto you, you can just shoot if they sag off on you. So honestly, it's so easy. I really do want to make a build like that too. I want to make one that can shoot and still finish as well. And like, I want some contact dunk shooting type dude, where maybe I just cut off some defense a little bit, or like the offensive rebounding ability of this build. Obviously, that is one thing that goes a long way for my build, is the offensive rebounding ability. It allows me to play like a big man and a point guard at the exact same time, and that's really the definition of the point center for me, is the fact that I have 94 O-board with Hall of Fame box out beast and goal rebound chaser and great vertical and stuff like that as well, and can still use it as a pick and roller, can still come out here and ISO, can still crash the glass off my big man post hooking or something like that. And like I said, I have a lot of plans of even using this in Pro-Am too. So anyway, that's all for the video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you made it to the very end of the vid, put slash in the comments, show support to me all the way through. Like I said in the intro, let's try this one to 2,000 likes. But other than that, hope you all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.